Okay, recently I had made a video at the beginning of this year, and it was called 2026, the year of the red fire horse, which equals war, and subsequently we've seen the whole situation with Iran starting to blow up, and that we have the aircraft carriers in the Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz being blocked. And we have all this going on, and these are all events that I believe are transpiring, and it's what the Bible talks about is Matthew 24, where there will be wars and rumors of wars. I believe we are in the time of sorrows that Matthew 24 talks about, that Jesus said. We are in the time of sorrows leading up to great tribulation, and but regardless of this particular thing, we have all these things going on under our noses. And you can go watch that video on my channel on both BitChute and YouTube. Under our noses, this particular Abrahamic Family House has opened officially now. Now, what is the Abrahamic Family House? Well, this house is a center for dialogue and knowledge exchange. And what it does is it features the three world religions all together. Notice that the buildings are they're designed differently, but they are all on the same level. This represents the one world religion, the New World Order, one world religion, which it's a counterfeit to the heavenly kingdom, but it is a counterfeit heaven on earth where the world and all the religions will unite as one under the beast, who is the official name for the Antichrist. And I talked about that on my channel, who I believe the Antichrist is, and you can go watch that. But it involves a mosque, a church, and a synagogue. And I just wanted to play a little video that I saw of this so you can get an idea. But this has been going on. They built this and they just launched this. So now you can go, if you have any inclination, go visit it and feel like you've been enlightened, which it is. I believe it's a counterfeit to the heavenly kingdom. But, if you want to do it, go for it. But here is... I want to actually play a little video of what it's all about, and this will give you an idea of what it represents. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. I think you get the idea that it's just displaying the different elements of the three different buildings. But this is the one world Abrahamic Family House, the one world counterfeit New Age religion for the golden age. And while it has been interesting, I mean, they have been talking about this in the media, but it's not like it's the most prominent feature that you will read about in the media. They've kind of been doing this under our noses, but this is telling us that we are there. It's ready. It's already been opened. It's in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, and it's going to be the place where, we'll be featuring the one world religion, the counterfeit golden age, new age religion. And so it tells you, I believe we're there. We are in, it's just, they have to put, they have to do everything. The powers that be have to do everything, or shouldn't be, have to do everything to set an order. They have to have their wars. They have to have their geological disasters, which a lot of them are man-made. If you've done any research, you will know that. They have to get people to the place where, we will be ready for a one world. No more wars. No more wars. Well, they have to have these wars. Order out of chaos. They have to create chaos in order to bring order, the new world order. But these things have been going on, and a lot of us, I don't think we're aware. That's another depiction there of what it looks like. But this is ready to go. If you ever go over to Abu Dhabi, which I have no desire to, you can go and visit it. And also too, I just wanted to read a little bit about it. It was launched actually in February 19th, or 2019 of February 2019, and they've just opened it, so it is ready. This is to me. And I wasn't even aware that it actually opened. I had been reading about it. I had been hearing about it, but now it's officially opened. And the one thing about this one world religion. Now, I wanted to mention too, while that has been going on, they have here's a very interesting building in Saudi Arabia. They've launched this building. It's called the Muqab. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. In Saudi Arabia, which is a symbol of generosity and hospitality. What's interesting about this particular building is first of all, it's golden, and I believe that's a building to represent being part of the new golden age that Trump has talked about. How world leaders have talked about the golden age. And it's a counterfeit depiction of the heavenly Jerusalem, which is actually in a cube shape. But they're saying it's a marvel. It's a marvel how this defies gravity. And it's kind of interesting about this it's interesting. They're calling it a gateway to another world. That's a very interesting phrase. And this is in Riyadh. The new Maraba development is poised to transform the city into a global nexus of innovation experience. It's probably going to be all run by technology that they have, all the, the high technology, and it's supposed to represent a modern beacon amidst Riyadh's expanding skyline. But I'll play a little clip of this video. Here, we've got this going on. This is all spiritual, biblical symbology that we're looking at. That has been forming under our noses while everybody went through, worldwide COVID and pestilence, and while the mark of the beast was introduced during that time under people's noses too. And if you don't understand that, go back and look on my channel. You know what I'm talking about. But all this has been going on. So every I is being dotted and every T crossed. Everything is being put in place for the New World Order religion. That's why I wanted to make this video, to bring that to my viewers' attention. But let's just play a little bit of this video here. If it'll play.
In the future, our cities will be much more than just places to live in. The future is here, and it's real. Introducing the new Maraba, the world's largest modern downtown. Designed with people at its heart. Helping make Riyadh one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. And at its center,
a smart city.
A new icon, the Muqam.
I'm going to stop that. If you notice that, what we just saw there, let me go back to that.
The world's first.
Look at that. That looks like a depiction to me of the Tower of Babel inside that cube, that golden cube. A sort of a depiction of the Tower of Babel. That Nimrod, the first Antichrist figure we've had in the world way back when. In ancient Babylon. Well, this is a kind of a depiction of the Tower of Babel.
The world's first immersive experiential destination. A gateway to another world.
A gateway to another world. That's good. That's interesting phraseology. Enlightened people who will have the gateway to the new world. I wonder what that means. That means religion for the new world. People who participate, people who take the pledge to receive the mark. And I believe, of course, the framework and hardware has already been placed into people. Two is the first part of the mark, which was the mRNA jabs, but there's going to be other components. Of course, probably something like the CBDC and the passport. You're going to have to do things. And maybe they will even eventually. Now, this is just an aside. I believe they may have a visible mark, which will be the final finishing touches on the mark, which people will see on their head. And then people will finally understand that the mark was already placed in people to control them. But that's a little aside. But this is all, getting back to the topic, this is all showing us that they have put all this in place under our noses, so to speak. Wars, and rumors of wars we've had that I believe we're going to be seeing a lot more. Wars and cataclysms, because Matthew 24 talks about that. And this is just all part of, the final end times. So people, if you're not aware that these things are going on, maybe this is a little bit of a alert wake-up call. These things have been happening. We're going to see a lot more action on the world stage with the wars and all that. But I just wanted to bring this to people's attention because I feel like it's necessary. We know this is where it's heading. The one world golden age, new age world religion for the beast, for the Antichrist. And I'll leave a link, and if you want to go investigate for yourself, there you go. With that said, thanks for listening.